国の宇宙を貫く先行アルティメットライザーメガフレアに
Welcome back, Card Fighters. We got Josh and Matt with Team Zero here, doing a deck profile of Nova Grapplers.
Alright, this deck is centered around the Grade 3 Mega Flare and Cat Butler Abuse, so it's a little fast-paced, a little aggressive. Your starter is going to be Transmitigating Evolution Mariah, I think is how you pronounce it. Basic top 5 searcher, but necessary because the deck only runs 5 Grade 3s, 4 of which are the MVP of the deck, which is Ultimate Razor Mega Flare. Skill that this unit provides is when it attacks, if there are 4 units at rest, and it is Legion, it gains a critical. That combined with the abuse of Cat Butler makes it a deadly combination. We'll get to that in a little bit. I run 5 Grade 3s in this deck. A lot of them choose to run 4. Not necessarily for the skill, just because you want to get Grade 3. Cat Butler will restand any Legion, but you want to restand your Mega Flare, just run the 5 for more chances at getting a Grade 3. On to the Grade 2, because it only runs 5 Grade 3s. You run 3 Street Bouncer. The deck maximizes draw per units at rest. It's not necessarily going to swing big columns like Nova Grappler intended it to. It's just designed to get me through the deck as fast as possible, keep as many units at rest just to benefit off of Mega Flare and Cat Butler's ability. Next up for the Grade 2s, we're going to go 4 of Dual Flare. This is Mega Flare's mate. It's got a pretty nifty ability. On the turn you Legion, if it's on the field, it restands on the Vanguard swing at +5. Just added pressure, but you got to run 4 because you got to hit that Legion. The other Grade 3s are 4 of your Flame Wings. 4 of your Grade 2s, sorry. Grade 2s, not Grade 3s, are the Flame Wings. Just your 12k attacker if you have a Vanguard with Razor in its name. Again, since your columns are going to be weak, you're going to have, we'll get to the Grade 1s in a second, you're going to have bad boosters and potential Cat Butlers, which is a 5k boost. You need every free swing at the Vanguard you can. 12k is always going to hit that 11k base, unless they're cross-ridden, you're playing, Narukami or an older deck. Moving on to Grade 1s. Again, the deck maximizes rest per draws, so it runs 4 Scream and Shout and Downson Announcer. Rest him, pitch a card, draw a card. You're trying to get to Cat Butler, you're trying to filter through your deck, get your Grade 3s, because you only run 5 of them. Fast, aggressive, it works. 3 of your Energy Charger. He's your standard Soul Blast 2 draw card. Again, bad booster, but you need to hit the cards for the combo of this deck. It has so much synergy. You fly through your cards, you Legion late, and you're just swinging tons of crits at your opponent. It only runs 2 of the 10k Cannon Razor, 10k attacker if you have Razor at Vanguard. You need to fill the grades, and it's not terrible if you have to make a push with it. With boosted, anything behind it boosting in this deck's gonna swing, gonna hit. You're looking at a minimum of 14. Kind of just to fill the ones. You can maybe try something else, but I find it's best in spot. And finally, as far as perfect guards go, this is one of the only decks that runs 4 Quintet Walls. It has no counterblast. Besides your starting Vanguard, there is not a single counterblast that's necessary in the deck. Your Grade 3 can counterblast 2 to restand units if need be, but you don't bank on that effect. Again, works really well. You burn through all your cards, you get the cards you need back in your deck, and that's just kind of how it goes. On to Grade 0s. Again, the reason why we only ran 5 Grade 3s is because you run 4 extra Grade 0s, which is Cat Butler. And he's the pride and joy, the heart and soul, whatever you want to call it, of the deck. His effect allows you, when a Grade 2 or lower Vanguard attack is blocked or does not hit, discard him and restand that unit. Well, since you have a Grade 2 tied to a Grade 3 at Legion, when one stands, so does the other. And it allows you to swing plus critical every time and threat of restand if your opponent blocks. It's just a ton of pressure and just kind of unfair almost. As far as triggers go, runs 4 draws. Also runs the draw mechanics through the Grades 1s and 2s, but I feel necessary to move through the deck, get what you need. They work well with your Scream and Shout and Dance and whatever's pitch draws. Standard in any competitive deck is 4 heals. Again, doesn't really need to be explained. On to the 8 crits. Any Nova Grappler deck runs 4 Red Lightning. It's your standard move to soul, unflip a damage. Not necessary, but for some reason, if you happen to use your other grade 3 Flame Wing and Dual Flare ability, you know, in your short counter blast, that'll pull 1 up for you. And then finish it out with 4 more crit trigger, a minimum razor, just to fit the theme. It's a razor, it works. Stay tuned, we're going to post up another video discussing other options, more conservative deck plays for Nova Grapplers, and just, you know, other options to kind of make the deck your own. Thanks for tuning in, guys.